The Knights of Titan Legion Legio Ignatum have been called to be the spearhead of an Imperial task force to reclaim a relic left on Vabal, a shrine world that fell when a Necron menace woke up on it. Its relics close to the heart of the planetary governor, some say the source of his power. Led by the castigator Vendex Prima, he will not fail in his quest to slay the overlord leading the Necron forces sent to stop the Imperials. The overlord Razneth sees the other factions as citizens and will not suffer the petty uprising. He will make an example out of these upstarts. But as the Imperial Knights push deeper into this shrine world, it is coming apparent that it will be very difficult for the Necrons to stop them. Who will win in this clash of titans? Find out now on the Monday night matchup.
Hey.
Welcome to your first full battle report. It's not just a live stream this time.
Yes.
You're going to have a lot of hard time just hurting me because I'm very high toughness.
Yes. I'll be able to hit you.
You'll be able to hit. Yes.
Wounding might be an issue. Yeah.
So, my minimum toughness is 10. I don't think he can even kill one of my models.
Knights kind of scare me because I don't have very much anti-tank. Almost none of it, in fact, except for my Lich Guard. So hopefully they'll do their job and the rest of my guys will just hold on the objectives and just get enough points for me to survive.
So not a lot of anti-tank for Martin, but let's see if he can control the table with all these Necrons.
He'll give the warriors a 4-up invuln, as well as the Crypto Thralls have a 4-up Feel No Pain, so it'll be hard to get through them. They revive in my command phase, in your command phase, and they heal an extra D3. I have lots of infantry, lots of warriors, lots of immortals, and lots of fast things, like Tomb Blades, Scarabs.
So let's take a look at Martin's list here. He's going with the classic 20-man warrior blob with the Gauss Flayers. Those lethal hits will come in handy, hopefully, against these big knights, as well as Rapid Fire 1 for some extra firepower, as well as 2 units of Canoptic Wraiths. They can deal some mortar wounds on the charge, and those vicious claws in close combat come in handy against these big knights. And Martin going with 2 units of Tomb Blades, Evasion Ingrams, making it -1 to hit on them at all times, can make this unit very durable. Let's see how they do. It's going to be very hard for these Necrons to take on these big knights, but let's see what Anthony has in store today. Will he end the streak?
Today I got a really cool knight army. It's mostly Forge World. I got 2 of the really big Forge World knights and then a bunch of little guys. I wanted to do more little guy spam, but I don't know how good it's going to be. I'm already running a bunch of Forge World. Let's just see if it's good.
Anthony taking 2 Armiger Helverns today with the Armiger autocannons, and of course Skyfire Protocol, that anti-fly 2+ is nasty. And a Knight Atropos with a Singularity Cannon. He's going to be shooting black holes at Necrons. That is pretty interesting, and I can't wait to see that guy on the board. As well as a Knight Castigator with that incredibly big bolt cannon. Let's see if all this firepower can actually affect the Necron reanimation protocol. The mission we're doing today is deploy Serval Skulls. So players will be getting to move the objectives in No Man's Land if they control it, as well as supply lines, an extra CP, if you roll it. There are 5 objectives in this mission, 1 in each player's deployment zone, and 3 in No Man's Land. This is going to be a battle for middle, and I think the Necrons can get there first, especially with Orkan and his unkillable warrior blob. Let's see how long Martin can keep them up.
He'll give the warriors a 4-up invuln, as well as the Crypto Thralls have a 4-up Feel No Pain, so it'll be hard to get through them. They revive in my command phase, in your command phase, and they heal an extra D3.
The warriors are just going to keep coming back, and I don't know if Anthony should even just pay attention to them at all. It might be a good decision to just ignore them.
I'll put some immortals back here.
Right there?
Are you questioning me?
Yes. This Morax is going to chill right next to this objective marker.
I will have some Tomb Blades back here, holding the objective.
This Warglaive is going to go right here.
Anthony overloading the right side of the board right now. I don't know if he has a plan with this, but it looks scary.
I'll have more immortals back here behind the Scarabs.
If Martin can get his warrior blob on the middle, It's going to be very hard for Anthony to take that back, especially because of the reanimation protocol, and he can keep pushing that serval skull all the way into Imperial Knight deployment. That's where he's going to probably try to win this game, is with primaries, because I don't see him taking any of these knights off the table. It looks like a board control list for the Necrons, and Anthony is just looking to do one thing and wipe out every single Xenos he sees, and there's a lot of them. And with both players fully deployed on the line, looking like a race for the middle, on your mark, get set, go. Let's see who gets first turn, because that might make the difference on who gets on that first serval skull in the middle. Because if it's those warriors, good luck, Anthony.
We're just going to run at each other. At least I'm going to run at you.
Hopefully I can hold you off and shoot you for a little while.
Before they draw secondaries, there's going to be a roll-off to see who goes first, and this could make and break the game.
2. Awesome. 6. That's even better.
Luck.
Good luck.
Look.
Yes.
So Martin gets first turn. Congratulations. He gets to move those tomb blades up. He's going to try to get in range and get some pot shots off on the armigers.
The tomb blades did a pre-game move already, so now they move up even further.
Like a chess player, Martin moves those tomb blades up, and he moves the ones in the back the opposite direction. Interesting. Let's see what he's trying to do.
Then I will move these scarabs in the middle, hopefully so I can do the action. So let's go up there. Hopefully they're in range.
The scarabs are in range of that middle objective. Unfortunately, they can't hold it because they don't have OC, but the Canoptic Wraiths with a run reach there as well, and now that middle objective is under Necron control. Let's see if Martin can, from this point, push that serval skull up like he's wanting to do, and how long can he hold the knights off? That's the question.
Shooting now. I don't have too much to shoot because either everyone's out of range or advanced. So these tomb blades will shoot that armature there.
The tomb blades are going to shoot into that armature in their own deployment zone. They do have anti-fly 2+, so that is a good target to start off with.
So hitting on 3s. Awesome. 6s are auto wound.
Oh, you have lethal hits on them.
They do. And then wounding on 5s.
Oh.
Ooh, that's pretty good actually. Oh, and I can reroll wounds because they are twin linked. Ooh, an extra 2. That's pretty good. 8 at -1.
So this is going to be a 4-up save.
Yep.
Please.
See if I can get some wounds on. Oh, you got a lot of wounds. Oh,
Look at that. 2 fail.
yep.
What's the damage?
Just 1.
Well, I have a feel no pain of 6+.
Yep.
Please, if I spike this, it'd be just hilarious. No.
No. Oh, good.
Sadly, nothing.
Sadly, yeah.
A couple more wounds. Keep chipping away at those knights.
Next, these immortals are going to shoot the same target. You will have cover, but I think it's better to focus fire in this case.
Focus firing is the right way to go. They're going to continue to put pressure on those front line.
So 20 shots, hitting on 2s because they're being led by a character.
Not bad. Hitting on 2s with a full reroll. This should be able to do a little bit of damage.
And you are in range of an objective, yes?
I am in range of an objective.
Yes, so they are re-rolling everything. Still winning on 5s, but
So lethal hits and full rerolls. This is how you pick down knights.
yes, it is. That is 9. 9 at -1, but you will have cover.
I love cover in this edition.
Do you?
Yeah, because you always have it. It's basically armor contempt 2.
Yep.
Look at that. 3s.
Whew.
I failed 4 of them.
Awesome. You get your 6-ups?
6s. I need
No.
4.
Incredibly tough knights. Very hard to do damage against. But Martin does a decent job of chipping away some wounds here early.
All right, end of the turn, I get to push some objectives.
All right, time to play hockey. Martin pushes the objectives up the board. Of course, the middle one is going to move 6 inches towards Anthony's deployment zone.
One of my favorite things in there right now are the Moraxes. I ran the double conversion beamer because having lethal hits on a 4+, or sustained hits on a 4+, it's really funny and can put in the work. Next time I'm doing double siege claws with flamers, because I just love flamers in this edition.
Anthony moving the conversion beamers up the right flank. They're going to get some good shots out from they see the entire board on that side, and the castigator moves in behind them. Right now, Martin's controlling the middle part of the board. Anthony's got to get on some of those objectives, and you see him challenging middle now with one of the armigers and trying to get rid of the tomb blades on the left side of the board. This is going to be a very interesting turn 1 for knights.
I'm going to start off with the smart choice of shooting the Helverin
Yep.
into your flyers.
The Helvern is in Anthony's deployment zone, which means anti-fly 2+. That is a really good choice to shoot into tomb blades right now.
Let's do the overhead stubber.
Yep.
Because it's funny, and I'm definitely in rapid fire range of 18 inches.
Yes.
Threes.
Oh.
I am not going to use a free reroll here.
No, you're not.
What is your toughness?
Toughness is 5.
5s for the heavy stubber. No.
Awesome.
Anthony's been rolling really bad lately, but we'll see what happens.
Yep. Ooh.
That was a lot of ones though. Look at that.
Okay.
4 hits.
Yep.
Only on 2s because anti-fly 2+.
Yes,
I see you're on a flight stand. I'm assuming you're a flyer.
they are. They're flying bikes.
Look at that. 4 AP1.
AP1.
You will get covered.
I will. So they have their 3-ups because they have their shield veins, I think. Ooh. Damage.
3.
Oh. All right, 2 will just explode, basically.
The Warglaive is going to shoot everything into the same guys.
Yep.
Anthony does not like tomb blades, I guess. He's going to be focus firing and trying to get rid of them. Good choice.
The overhead melt-a-gun is going to, I guess, melt you.
Yes.
Hits. Wounds.
Okay.
Strength 9.
Yep.
AP4.
They do have their invuln, which they will not get.
That's another tomb blade going down. This is not good.
This one's even better. Free reroll.
Yep.
Night reroll.
Ooh.
They're just that honorable and knightly. They get to reroll. 2.
That's not honorable. Okay.
2 at -4.
Ooh, -4. All right, they have their invuln. Ooh, save them both. I will attempt to revive.
Martin's going to use his revive here on the tomb blades.
Spend a command point to get D3 wounds back. For 1, awesome. So 1 comes back with 1 wound.
So 3 tomb blades go down, 1 comes back. Not that bad of a trade.
Okay.
I will account for that -1 to hit.
Yes.
Basically, whatever I hit will become a critical hit since I get a critical hit on 4+ for being a conversion.
Yep.
And I have sustained hits D3.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go from 2 shots to potentially 8.
At least only start with 2 shots.
Anthony really doesn't like those tomb blades, and he's going to put the C-beams into the tomb blades, try to get rid of the last 4. And first he's got to roll to see how many shots he gets with them.
Look at that. So 2 hit,
Yep.
sustained D3 each.
Yep. Yours gonna roll 2 1s.
It is 2 1s, but that is literally doubling my attacks.
Yeah, that's fine.
Winning you on 3s.
Yep.
Free reroll. No. 2 at -2.
-2. All right, so they will have their invuln, the 5s. What damage each?
3.
So 2 will die. Luckily, this guy that just revived will die, and the other one here will die.
Dude woke up from bed and got headshot by a conversion beamer.
He knew it was going to happen.
So the big knight over here is going to shoot his graviton at the tomb blades.
Yep, at
And his-
-1.
At -1 to hit.
Yep.
And the low intensity las cutter at that one guy left.
So there we have it. This singularity cannon is going to be shooting, and that black hole might be able to get rid of those last tomb blades, but it can be a little swingy at times.
So the las cutter.
Yep.
2d6 shots. Two shots. This could fail horribly.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep. Ooh.
1 hit.
Yep.
Strength 6. There we go. 1 wound.
So 1 wound removes 1 of the warriors. Now it's time to see if the big gun can do any damage to the flyers.
4s.
Ooh, I like those 3s.
That's 2. This could really hurt you.
Yep.
I'm wounding on 2s. 2. 1 is with mortals.
Oh.
1's devastating. So
Yep.
I'll roll that after.
Yep.
Make 1 save for me.
All right, can I make a 5? Ooh, I can. What's the damage?
D6 plus 1.
Oh. Can you roll a 1?
I could roll 1.
You could roll a 1. Could you? No, you can't.
There we
All
go.
right.
Take 7 mortal wounds.
Oh, that's a lot of mortal wounds. All right, these tomb blades are dead blades.
My castigator here with his mega bolter is going to shoot everything at your witch guard at strength 6, AP2, 2 damage, and twin linked. I could
Only
wipe
18. Only, ooh, that's a lot of ones.
Free reroll.
You do.
Look at that.
What's the strength?
6.
Ooh, okay, yes. Wounding on 3s.
Twin linked.
Yep.
Didn't even really need it.
Is that everything?
Only 1 didn't wound.
All right. Actually, 4 still. Either way. So 2 damage, you said.
Literally just.
So 7 will die.
7 Lich Guard go down. That hurts a lot.
The middle ward wave will charge your wraiths,
Yep.
and The final work wave over here will charge your immortals.
Okay,
I will get control of that objective.
we'll see.
Anthony trying to get to that objective. He does make the charge roll, gets on it. I believe he has more OC, so that is the reason for that charge. They look like they're going to be stuck down for a while, though. And in the center of the board, he charges into the Wraiths, injured. I don't know if this is the best decision, but we're going to have to see.
I'm going to strike in the middle.
Okay.
2 hit.
Yep.
And this is 3 wounds. 1 wound.
All right, this is gonna be a 4.
There we go. It's
What's
3
the-
damage.
3 damage. I'll just take 1.
So 1 Wraith goes down. Not that bad, but now Martin gets to fight back, and that is an injured Warglaive. He can get a kill here.
Never touch another man's dice. He takes a wound.
Don't make it sound weird. All right, these guys will pile in.
Martin piling in here. He's going to get everybody in that unit in, and there's going to be a lot of attacks going into that injured Warglaive. If Martin gets a kill here, he outright controls the objective.
The race will go into him then. Hitting on 4s.
This is a punishment for my sins.
And they're wounding on only 5s, which isn't too bad. Oh,
That's pretty good,
that's
actually.
pretty good. Oh, that's really good.
Please don't tell me they were 1 AP.
Yes, they do.
Look at this. 4s. Not good. What's the damage? 2 each?
Yes, 2 each.
10 feel no pains. I need to make like 6 to survive. Let's
Can
see.
you do it? Oh,
I do make 2,
awesome. See, I believed in you.
but that's overkilling me by 2.
I believed in me more.
But do I blow up?
I wish you do.
I do blow up.
Reverse psychology didn't work.
You encouraged him.
I
Ready?
did.
Look at this. Take 2 mortals.
That's okay.
So it blows up, does 2 mortals to the Wraith. Not a big deal. He can reanimate or do some healing, some Necron healing there. Shouldn't be a big deal. And on the other side of the board, where Anthony was trying to get rid of a bunch of immortals there, did not work out to his plan, and that objective is actually Martin's.
I managed to kill one of his armatures, which is surprising. I wasn't expecting to kill it this early. Hopefully this luck kind of continues for the rest of the game.
So it's very early here, but a 5-3 lead for the Necrons. Anthony only scoring 3 points for secondaries as he got 3 for overwhelming force. And Martin, for his secondaries, scores 5 with 2 for investigate signals and 3 for deploy teleport homers as he did that in the center of the board. And now, during the next turn, I think Martin's going to have to start pushing those servo skulls a little bit further because he needs those primary points to be able to win by the end of the game.
The last time I fought Tomb Blades, they kind of just folded like wet paper, so I'm not scared of those at all. The real horrifying thing is just going to be that warrior blob with Orokin. Like, I fought Necrons, and they've never not had this blob, and I have never killed it once. It is unkillable. I have to just ignore it until the late game if I even need to touch it.
Martin pulls Bring It Down and no prisoners at the start of his turn here. These are 2 objectives that might be a little bit hard for him because he's not a killing list. So he might not be able to get secondaries here. He might just have to focus on the board, pushing the servo skulls and body blocking. And that is exactly what he's doing, trying to stop those knights in their tracks and control the backfield. And a good way to do that is move your warrior blob right into the center of the field.
He can keep killing my guys as much as he wants, but they'll keep coming back. A lot died, but they'll be back. So the Immortals will get D3. So 2 Immortals will just pop back up just like that. The Lich Guard will attempt to do the same thing. They get D3 for 2, so that means 1 will come back.
Those reanimations are so fun to do. Necrons coming back all over the board, and the knights are just looking on as like, didn't I just kill you? But now in the middle of the field, we have the Wraiths, and they're looking straight down the tunnel.
I pushed a couple of objectives up. So this one moved up a little, and this one also moved up a little. I also gained a command point and got rid of my secondary.
With Martin tied up in fights and not much to do, it goes on to Anthony's turn, cleanse and engage on all fronts.
Gator's going to order an extra AP on the Morax.
Yep,
Because it's cool.
of course.
And the big guy over here is going to order his ability over here on the other Morax.
Yep.
Not that it matters.
No.
You don't have monsters.
The castigator barking his orders onto the armigers.
This guy's going to walk up here. He's going to cleanse.
Okay.
Anthony cleansing the objective on the right side of the board as his big knights start to move up the table, but the middle of the board is still Wraith territory.
Sadly, I don't have assault,
No, you don't.
but I do sprint.
Yes, you do.
Sprinting knights is a scary thought, but they're trying to get into combat.
Big boy over here is shooting everything into
The race.
the wraiths,
Okay.
and I will do the high intensity shot for the last cutter.
Okay.
The Atropos is going into the Wraiths. He needs to get rid of them. That's the Singularity Cannon. Both guns are going into those Wraiths. He needs them gone and away from middle, so I don't blame him. Just don't roll a 2, Anthony.
Last cutter is going to be D6,
Yep.
2, hitting on 3s,
Yep.
both hit, and we definitely on 2s.
Yep.
I get a free reroll.
Ooh.
There we go.
All right. Into the race. I'm at the emblem, and ooh, that looks like a 4. But there's a 1 in the middle. That means it's a 5.
It's the 1 in the middle. So yeah, you rolled a 1 actually.
No.
And now the gun that matters, the Singularity Cannon.
Next up, I'm shooting a literal black hole at you. Only D3.
Yep.
1. Maybe I do need to charge them.
Maybe you do.
Please say it.
Don't do it though.
Okay, he hits.
Okay.
No sustained on this.
Nope.
No hazardous, but you're at invuln.
Yep. Add invul. Ooh, and there it is, the 4+1.
I do need to charge them.
No, you don't.
That's what I get for walking away. This Morax over here will shoot the wraiths.
Yes, he will.
2, your conversion distance.
Yes, he. If
3s. Free reroll.
I like your rolls.
You know, I'll CP reroll one of those.
Really?
Why not? There's 3 wounds, right?
There.
Both hit.
Yep.
That explodes for D3 more each.
Ooh.
D3.
Ooh.
Look at that.
I don't like your rolls.
The tides are turning. Anthony's actually rolling hot. What is going on here?
Yep.
3s. Free reroll.
Yep. Okay. Ooh, what's the? Oh, I was gonna ask what the damage was, but it's not gonna make a big deal.
Damage 3.
Okay, so 1 dies. I will take the one that's wounded because I have to.
Another Canoptic Wraith comes off. That was only 1 wound on him, but that's still 1 body less in the middle of the board, as Martin keeps bringing back more Immortals.
Why won't you die?
Anthony moves up the 1 objective he controls. Besides that, everything under Necron control, and at the end of 2, it is 14-7, as Anthony does pull ahead with secondaries, Martin only scoring 2 for primaries, as well as the Knights only scoring 2 for primaries. But I think that's going to change as we see Martin does have one of the objectives in the middle of the board close to Anthony's deployment. So by the end of turn 2, Necron should be scoring a lot more primaries, making this game very close. It's going to come down to the wire, and he's playing it exactly like he should to control the board and win with objectives. Martin's going to move the Canoptic Wraiths up the board. He's going to be trying to make a charge into some of those knights, and of course 1 comes back.
So the warriors move up. There's 6.
Okay.
Boom. Onto there.
The warrior blob moving up middle, controlling the middle objective. That puck is still going to keep moving forward, and Martin's bringing up the other Tomb Blades he had from hiding, and there's going to be a little bit more firepower coming his way. Martin also bringing in the 5 Praetorians he had in reserve. They're coming in on the right side of the board behind enemy lines. Let's see if he can pluck some good secondaries for that. Beyond that, Martin has some board control.
So they're hitting on 2s. They're winning on 5s or 6s, but 6s are devastating wounds.
I have toughness 10.
Yes. Either way, take 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
Awesome. And that's it.
That's it. Look
You
at that. I
saved
don't
it.
even feel it.
Exactly.
Devastating wounds is really nice against knights, but unfortunately the toughness prevails there. The knights go unscathed.
And I believe that's it for shooting.
That's it for shooting, really?
Well, I mean, what else can I shoot? I mean, it's those 3.
That's a good point.
It is
Go
a
ahead.
good point.
Bring it on. Charge me.
You kidding? Who's gonna charge?
That's a good question. Up to you.
Martin, why are you listening to him?
What do you mean? I'm not listening to him.
Bring it on.
No. Because I think the race killing the guy in the middle was kind of a fluke. So I don't think I want to charge him. I already hold most of the spots, so I'll just let you go.
I don't think Anthony thought they were going to be in combat this long, but the Armiger is stuck in there.
3 miss.
Yep.
3s.
Yep.
You reroll. roll?
Yep.
3.
3.
-2.
3 minus 2. 5. Ooh, look at that. 2 die. They still hold the objective.
A few immortals die, a few come back. Long story short, Necrons still hold that left objective.
I've pushed a few of the servo skulls pretty far into his territory. Hopefully they can stay there, and my big blobs of warriors and immortals can hold back the knights.
Martin doing a great job holding back the knights. There was supposed to be a lot more death on his side of the board, but the reanimation coming in strong.
They are launching a new cryptocurrency called Crypto Thralls. Please buy it.
They are not launching any currency whatsoever. That was Schmolio holding him hostage there. But at this point of the game, the castigator is going to try to pump in some of those bolt gun shots into the middle of the warrior blob.
Yeah, 6 warriors will die.
How many models are left in there?
Let's see. There are 14 warriors, 2 Crypto Thralls, and 2 leaders. So, can you do the math?
18?
Yes.
Martin giving Anthony some math lessons. Good job, Anthony. And now it's time for a black hole cannon into the warriors. He is desperate to get rid of some of those. They are annoying.
2d6 plus blast, sustained hits.
Yep.
It's not blast, my bad.
No, it's
sustained
not.
hits only.
Ooh.
11.
11.
The next one's a blast, and that's the important one. 11,
Sorry.
hitting on forts.
Okay, because you are -1 thanks to stealth.
Free reroll.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s.
Yes.
Free reroll.
What's your strength?
7.
Okay. They're toughness 4.
Yep. You got a 4 up anyway.
Actually, what am I thinking? They're at 4s. All right. So 2 die.
I finally need to deal with that warrior blob. They're in the middle. If they get to my objective, it's not mine anymore. I'm just going to start stacking devastating wounds as much as possible, even in melee, just to get rid of this blob. It's my best chance.
So now the castigator is going to charge into the warriors. Anthony is hell-bent on getting rid of some of these warriors so he can control the middle. And it's going to be a very hard task. And with all these warriors buffed up with their 4-up invuln, the immortals also move in on the outside objective, trying to gain control of that, while the other objective is still held by the wraiths, but they're getting charged by the other big boy, and some of them go down. Anthony now controls that back objective and can start pushing it out of his deployment zone, so Martin won't get as many points. But after turn 4, it's 51-48 in favor of Anthony. This is being won right now by secondaries. We knew it was going to be hard for the Necrons to get a lot of secondaries. He had to try to win this through the primary game, and Anthony just put a halt to that, getting control back of the other objective in his backfield. But Martin will be able to score that for another turn, so let's see if it's enough points. It's going to come down to the wire. This is a really good game. And in turn 5, Martin locked up in combat. Not much he can do, nothing he can shoot. He tried to wrap those warriors around the middle objective while reanimating and trying to get back onto the objective, but Anthony has his knight on it and not enough immortals could get on the objective to control it, which means Anthony's going to push that middle objective back towards the center and Martin won't be able to score it.
I kind of wish you could see behind the scenes. We have just all of us standing there measuring out, trying to see if he could actually take the objective. It was making me sweat. I'm sitting there like, please don't tell me he's going to revive on there. I shouldn't have attacked him. I should have just moved blocked. Oh, is he going to take the objective and win the game? Because that could have got him 16 points right there. That would have been awful for me.
I was almost able to get secure hostile objective. I wasn't able to quite get the objective, but with the way the knight was in the way, I wanted to reanimate my warriors onto the objective and then move, but there just wasn't enough room. And I think that might lose me the game, but hopefully I have enough points in the previous turns to keep me up.
Martin needed that last objective, the secure hostile objective secondary, and that would have won him the game, along with being able to push the servo skull in the other direction instead of not being able to score it. And that is the difference in the game. It came right down to the wire, 83-71. Martin did do what he needed to do and win in primaries, but it wasn't by enough. But either way, great game by both players, and guess what? Anthony gets his first win on the Monday night matchup.
Look at that. I finally went on the channel. Thank you for coming out.
Yep.
You horrified me with your reanimation protocols there. Honestly, amazing job with that.
Yeah, a lot of resurrections.
But just so they don't come out as a loser, we have a special gift for you.
Wow. And it fits.
And it fits. It will fit.
I'm sure it will. I'll be back. Probably, right? Like, no?
Martin's a great Necron player. I'm glad we have him here, and I can't wait to see him more as our Necron player.
Good game, Anthony. You beat me. You got your first win. Hopefully I can play again sometime and get you your first lose against me.
Thank you for watching this Monday night matchup. It was really fun to play. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
Apparently I'm a midget.
Yes, you are.
Let's roll up to see who goes first, and then you can pregame. Yes, you
Okay.
Yes, I am. Okay.
Baby night. They are baby nights. Baby night. Yeah. Don't get that in. What are you talking about?
Thank you for joining us on this Monday night matchup. It was a great game.
Okay, I got a 2. It's going down to a 1.
No.
Oh my god, that was a 6. I feel like this game's a lot closer than we think it is.
I think it is. I think towards the middle, I was feeling pretty good. A lot of the objectives were pretty far on your side, but then I just lost the flanks.
Yeah.
I held the middle pretty well.
What do you mean pretty well? 2 knights couldn't take care of a 20-man squad.
Yeah,
That's
they're
amazing.
fine. They're fine like that.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Good job on it.
Good job.
GG, man.
Yep. I'll be back. Probably, right?